a blue champagne, so that is what I'm drinking.
I love the fest.
Okay.
I love it. I love it.
I I oddly enough woke up early and was just running around like a crazy person. Didn't get much done, so I'm just getting to my first sip of cold brew for the day.
Crunk's cold brew. Let's get a sponsorship in here. Like
Man,
That's right.
it's time.
oh, let's go. I'm here. Okay. Hey, hey, we are Shades of Blue, and welcome to our FanFest Live Kickoff Show. We are here to talk about Manchester City football. The men who I don't know if you guys know or have heard, but we are the champions of the Premier League for the third year in a row. It's crazy. Wow, what a time. Oh, man. Not one, not two, three, but if go over a certain amount of years, we can get to that five, we can get to that six, we can get to that
No,
seven.
no, 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 no. It doesn't have to be consecutive, Crunk. We could just count from Pep's era.
I know.
Not
What?
one, not two, not three, not four, not five, because we're not stopping. Five and counting in 6 years. Come on, man. Let's do. Come on.
I love this team so much.
Goats in the room. The goats are in the room. I hear some name.
Mm.
Bah. I hear some
Am I on a farm right now? I hear them.
like the Lakers did for LeBron. It's like, oh shit, like just goat sounds everywhere.
Oh man! But we're here to talk our beloved, well, two teams actually. So I guess do you let's talk the women, I guess, first. So because
Oh,
it's just a
yeah,
quick overview. And Tom
yeah.
Mom, I feel like we should start with your shirt you're wearing.
Well, yeah. It's Derby Day. Y'all know the vibes. Keep calm and beat Man U. You already know. So this is a really, really big match. The Derby's always a big match. Um, we beat them last year at Lehigh Sports Village. We really want to take that momentum again into their place and beat them again. We were done a solid earlier this morning. Chelsea beat Arsenal 2-0. So Arsenal is still in third on points. We can catch them on points, but we're still going to be behind them on goal differential unless we legitimately score 10 goals on United, which would be awesome. But I'm not sure how expansive Mark Skinner and Gareth Taylor are going to really want the game to be. I think really the biggest things for us, I think that we know what the lineup is going to be. It's not going to change. Roebuck's going to be in goal. It's going to be a partnership of Greenwood and Steph Houghton, the captain, at the back. Esme Morgan's going to invert into the midfield with Yui Hasagawa. Kirsten Kasparai is going to start at that other outside back spot and kind of push up higher. We're going to have a midfield trio of Hasagawa, Coombs, and Angeldal, and then our dynamic front three of Chloe Kelly, Bunny Shaw, and Lauren Hemp. So that's not really going to change. I think the biggest thing for me is how much support Esme Morgan's going to be able to provide to Yui Hasagawa, because Yui Hasagawa is she's probably going to have to one-for-one mark Ella Toon, just to kind of keep her from creating plays from the midfield and giving service to Alessia Russo. I'm not necessarily concerned about Alessia Russo on her own, because I think we have a good center back pairing in Houghton and Greenwood. I think the biggest thing is just making sure that Zalem and Toon aren't creating those chances for Galton and Russo. So I think those will be our biggest challenges of the match. And as far as going forward, I know that I've said this before. I don't really trust Mary Earps as a goalkeeper. Like, especially in big matches like this. Like, I think in every one of the matches against us, Chelsea or Arsenal, she's made at least one mistake. Um, So I would put as many shots on frame as humanly possible. I think that that's going to be the biggest thing, just to force her into an error. So once we force her into an error, we're going to be looking pretty, and we just need to be clinical. That's going to be huge today, because we're going to have to. I would say in order to win, we're going to need to score 3 goals. So I'm thinking a 3-1 victory in this match for us.
Yeah, and I said 3-2. So I mean, I feel you with we're gonna need many goals to kind of shut them out and keep them out. Uh, your shirt is telling me to
So,
keep calm. You seem calm, so I'm gonna be calm. Let's just
do
get
I
through
change
this
my
first
stance from the recording, or do I just let it ride? Because y'all know what I said earlier in the week.
match. Hey, we know what you said, and for the sake of it, we won't have you repeat it.
Okay. Well, let's just say. Oh, here's the thing. I'll say this. I don't think Man City's going to suffer a loss today,
There we go. I like that.
Okay,
I like that.
there we
I like
go.
that.
There we
which is
go.
literally the same thing I said before, just in a different way. So
Yes,
there you
Yes.
go.
yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
It's a more positive way to spin that. Absolutely.
See,
there
look
you
at
go.
this. See,
Language is
Sharpie,
everything.
you took the moment in, and you were like, "Hey, how can I say the same thing but make it better?" And you did it. Look at you, growth. I look at that. Look at that.
Sometimes the English major pops out at me. You know, it goes back to all those days, shortening sentences and rewriting questions. Like what? Yeah, there we go. Let's go, City Women. Beat United.
Let's go. All right. Well, then let's talk about our men's den. Ortega Moreno, Walker, Akanji, Laporte, Lewis, Phillips, Foden, midfield Foden. Mans is about to have a good time. Palmer, Mahrez. This is Gomez and Alvarez. Obviously, wait. Oh yeah. Wait. What? Okay. So Sharpie, someone.
Let me
What's
help you.
happening?
Let me
Yes.
let's do it. So if you ever pay attention to our lineup release graphic on Twitter, the further down you get, the further up the pitch you get. It's usually the front three. It's usually the midfielders. You know, Cam. I mean Kevin. You know, or Bernardo. This time Gomez's name is very far down. So what I envision is some semblance of either a our normal 3-2-4-1, where you have Laporte in the middle of Walker and Akanji, Lewis and Phillips holding in front of him, and then a 4 midfield of Palmer, Mahrez, Foden, and Gomez, with Alvarez up top. Or that could morph into like a 4-3-3, whichever you want to do it. But we know that Gomez's background is as a midfielder. And so it would make sense, if you want to get as many fresh legs on the pitch, you move him up into his natural spot. So I like it. It's fun. Let's get crazy.
Oh man. Obviously, this is the first time I've looked at the lineup. I have the link and I like scanned over it and I was like, yeah, okay, cool. Changes. But obviously I did not get to Gomez because I saw Alvarez and I guess my brain just kept moving. I don't well, all right, Tom.
So
Thoughts?
so Fat Mob, like, they must have like literally just updated this within the last 5 minutes, because
You saw it too, right?
yes, because when I looked, it showed a flat back four of Akanji, Laporte, Walker, and Lewis, and then it had a double pivot with Phillips and Gomez, and then we had Phil Phil Foden in the middle, um, Cole Palmer on the right, or excuse me, on the left, Mares on the right, um, and then Alvarez up top. So now Fat Mob is now saying we're going to play 3 at the back, which you just said, Charlie, with Walker, Kanji, and Laporte, a double pivot with Lewis and Phillips, and then playing 4 in the midfield of Foden, Palmer, Mares, and Gomez, and then starting Alvarez up top. I I just want to see it. I mean, just I just want to see it, because I have a feeling that it's just going to be um, very expansive and interchangeable, almost to the point of how we played last year. If you remember how we played Phil in the false nine, not to say that Sergio or Julian Alvarez can't play up top, but it just is the amount of flexibility that this lineup gives us. I don't know if Chelsea's really going to know how or where we're going to be attacking them, which is probably to our benefit. So I'm extremely excited to see how this plays out.
So I'm just gonna hijack this real quick. Did you see Eddie dyed his hair blue?
Oh, festive. Just like the Champagne Tom guy.
Oh,
I,
that's right.
I was like, oh, okay. It's just like scrolling real quick, and I was like, his hair looks blue. And then they doubled down on it, and they showed an extra tweet to basically be like, you guys saw that, right? You guys aren't confused. And then one other thing I just saw that was pretty crazy coming from the previous guests of this FanFest Live, Man City US.
Can you play video?
I played this?
Are you trying to play the video? Or could you just put it up there as well?
Oh, is it not? You guys can't see it playing?
Can you, Tom? Well, at least I can on my phone, so maybe it's just me. Sorry.
Now Tom is frozen. Is it? Can you see now?
No, I just see it still like where you hit the play arrow. That's all I see.
Oh, are you using the app?
Anybody in the chat? Can y'all hear it? See, I'm not on the app. I'm on like a Safari browser on my phone.
Oh. I think there's a. Oh no, I'm thinking of something else. Dang. Oh, well, I will. Can't see the. Okay. All right, FanFest Live. People can't see the video. Okay, I was trying to play a video. Basically, Ariel is down in Miami celebrating the new kit, and she's like, "I'm here with somebody," and she flips. It's Sergio Aguero. She's hanging out with Sergio.
Oh, I did see her tease like a special guest early, and then
Yes,
that's
the special
crazy.
guest is Sergio Aguero. Oh my gosh, I'd be losing it at the moment, honestly. And she looked like she was maintaining her calm. She's a professional, but you could tell she was excited about something. But I would have been. I just would have been like, guys, just flip. There's no lead in. There's no special guest. Like it's Aguero, guys. There's another team in blue we're playing. Y'all might have heard of them. Chelsea. Struggle bussing. Kepa, Fofana, Thiago Silva, Chalaba, Azpilicueta, Loftus-Cheek, Enzo, Gallagher, Hall, Sterling, and Havertz. So the one thing I will give Lampard is he tries things out. He gives the youths a chance. And so he's doing that. You're not really seeing the names of the players that Chelsea spent tons of money on. I mean, obviously Enzo's in there, but everybody else is kind of either falling out of favor. I don't really know what's going on. I'm sorry, Tom.
They're hurt. Like their injury list is pretty massive. I mean,
really hurt.
Reece James is out. N'Golo Kante's out. Mason Mount is out. Bettinelli's out. Cucurella's out. Chilwell's out. Broha's out. Yeah, they have quite a few injuries, so that doesn't necessarily surprise me that
and how
basically that Lampard is throwing out a.
So what I'll say is this, right? Those injuries have happened. Most of them happened a while ago. It's just that now, like, because we're paying attention to them, we see them. But like, it was probably around there when they lost to Real Madrid that people were really starting to get hurt. Because like right before that time, James came back. Chilwell had made an appearance and then got hurt again. So they just Chelsea, aka can't get right FC. Like can't buy the right players, can't figure out the right manager, can't figure out your training. Because remember they switched out the whole backroom staff and training staff and Todd B came in, so they can't get right. It's terrible.
I wonder if he hired some like American like tennis trainers or something. I could totally see Bowley walking in that and just changing everything, thinking he's being this brilliant innovator, and they're just like, no, just get football people. And he's like, nah, we gotta think outside the box. And they're like, no, thinking outside the box is what got us here. Who is there? Who's doing the all or nothing this season? Is it Chelsea? I wish it was Chelsea. Yeah. Gosh, I wish it was Chelsea.
I haven't even heard. I didn't
Right?
see. I normally look for it, but I think they keep it under wraps. And then I hope it's Chelsea because we've had Spurs, we had Arsenal, we've had us. It's time for Chelsea. Like
Chelsea
it
or
should be
Newcastle.
hilarious.
Chelsea or
It'd
Newcastle.
be the perfect. Chelsea would be the perfect amount of content if they really get access. Like
It'd be so chaotic.
oh my
It'd be
god.
just like Tottenham's, because that's what I loved about watching Tottenham's was it was just messy the entire time. I was just like, I couldn't imagine this being our, and even Arsenal, like even watching Ramsdale just like clash with everybody the way that he clashed with everybody. I was like, this can't work. Like he just seemed very defiant when he was messing up, or he was just like talking shit, saying that they need to do better. And I understand you're losing your clean sheets and everything, but the team lost too, my guy. Like it's not about your numbers. Like I guess Wood Ederson won another golden. Shoot, what are they? Golden Glove? I was like, no, that's
Golden Gloves,
baseball. Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
Same difference.
Yeah, and I was like, would he want another one of those? Yes, but I'm pretty sure he'll take this Premier League medal over it. Yeah, I guess.
1,000%.
Any last thoughts on this Chelsea squad?
I got a thought. So, as always, right, when you see their names on this sheet, it looks like, oh my God, they have a chance. Like it works. Like you got everybody's played in the World Cup. You got talent all around. But it's like once you see them on the pitch, you're gonna be like very shocked that oh, this is not cohesive. Like these runs aren't right. Like these players still don't really know each other. So I just think it's what's up, Michael P. In the future, I just think it's gonna be very interesting to see like if they can actually put it together because they just gave up 2 goals to Nottingham Forest. So if you do that, what you about to do to Etihad, bro? Like
yeah. And then also, I see a couple people who are registered in here as Man City fan something number. You have to go down and click the register below, and you need to register and get yourself your own name, and that is how you will be able to win. So just go in there and register yourself, and you'll pop up, and we got you. I'm slowly adding names to the list, and we will do it 10. We'll do it in 10 minutes. 10 minutes.
Because we got to check out the Guard of Honor. We got to be able to see the,
yes,
the respect.
Yes, exactly. Since Man City great Frank Lampard would not allow a honor guard not to happen, right?
No, you can't. You got to show respect.
Class.
That's right.
Yeah, I will give him that. He's like old school, so he will do that, and also his time with us, so that was great. Yeah, Raheem in the Guard of Honor. That's gonna be tasty.
Talk about a full circle moment, right? Like, wow.
Right. Like I hope living in London and making that money is worth it.
I'm sure it is, because when you won everything. If you got 4 PLs, what's the 5th? You didn't get the Champions League, but you got the bag. And,
right.
life moves. So, my man, everybody won. Nobody lost. We didn't lose last year. He left a champ, just like this year. If anyone leaves, they'll leave with a trophy or 2 or 3.
Which all of the news in the air is making me think that there is not a lot of players that are actually going to be leaving. I believe that the Times reported that Gundo is amenable to signing a 1-year deal. And I think I've seen a few rumors that Bernardo's not intent on necessarily leaving.
I saw one that said that City was ready to put down new deals for both of them. to kind of sweeten the pot, and why not? They both deserve everything they want. I also saw the rumor. I think you all saw it, where there might be a potential swap for Cancelo for Joe Kimmich.
I would take that.
Which,
I would take
for
that.
those who don't know, Kimmich was uh, kind of like Guardiola's first like monster, because he took him from like a right back, made him a full back, kind of in a way of Philip Lamb, but like he's bigger, so which is a very skilled, imposing DM. And he's still great. He had an injury that set him back a little bit from where he was, at his peak, but still an amazing player. And if that happens, that would be a signal to me that Phillips is leaving. So like, if you go for Kimmich, you don't keep Kimmich and Phillips to go for Roger. You pick one.
Right.
And so Phillips will be shipped out somewhere for 20, 30 mil. And, just like West Ham. West Ham's going to lose Declan Rice. So it's like that domino effect is going to happen. So I'm very intrigued to see what we do. Fun moves on the horizon. Jude still hasn't decided what he wants to do. He may have looked at Real Madrid and said, "Yep, I can start tomorrow." So I know I would.
Well, but that's the thing though. Can he though? Because like I feel like Ancelotti has deferred so much to Cruz and Modric. Like he hasn't really put in like Chouamini and Camavinga are like World Cup runners up. They're not scrubs. But like it doesn't look like he trusts them necessarily to start. So
I don't think you have a choice after the tape is the tape. Sometimes you got to go against what you want to do, and when you got 37 in the midfield or 38 next year and 34 in Cruz, you need legs. Like when you come up against real teams, they could get away with it in Spain because it's so slow of a tempo and like least goals per game. But when you come to Champions League, you got to run, and especially when you play in the English side. So I think by the end of the season, it will look a lot different than the beginning, right? Jude goes there. He may not walk in as day one starter, but by April, May, it's like, oh, Bellingham's on the pitch beside Kamavinga, Truman, Holder.
Yeah.
Shoot. The point is, like, with Arsenal losing yesterday, like, obviously, we would have had so many more points to talk about over this last week because, or today, because we'd be like, will we beat Chelsea today? If Arsenal won, when would Arsenal potentially lose if they ended up beating Nottingham Forest? There would have been so many more questions that we could have. Here we go, DT3. Thank you. What subs do you think he uses? I mean, I'd assume all of them. Okay, so let's even add on to that. Let's say who he will be doing the subs for. Like, if he brings on a player, who would he be taking off for that? And in fact, let me just pull up our lineup again so we don't have to be confused about it.
Tom, can I answer?
Yeah.
Okay. I think the goal is to do like that first Real Madrid match where you don't fail. Like, I think that's the goal. To just be like, we'll figure it out. If you're 1-1 down, and you want to just get a goal for a draw, maybe in the last 10 minutes. But I think the idea is like, hey, let's just walk out of here. Everybody's healthy. Everybody got a full 90, and we get ready for Brighton on Wednesday.
Well, one second. I just looked at the subs, and that's the most stacked bench I've ever seen. I feel like that's all we're gonna hear from the announcers. The entire match is just gonna be like, look at
shots
that.
at the bench.
Yeah, what is that, like a $400 million bench?
It is. Yes, it is. So.
Yes, it is. Mm-hmm. We don't have the. So Michael Paceris asked in the chat, how do you think Pep should manage the rotations leading up to the next two finals? Are you worried about maintaining the rhythm of the key players? I think that when we hopped on yesterday just to do our little celebration, I think all of us said that we want our cup final lineup to start versus Brentford. So whatever happens in the Chelsea match and the Brighton match, I think that like you'll probably see this lineup for the next two matches, but for the Brentford match, you're definitely going to see whatever our first choice lineup is. And I don't um and I think that we had discussed this yesterday. Once Ake is match fit, Ake starts, and then it becomes a question of do you start Akanji or Walker on that right-sided center back. So I think that that's what at least that's what I would do in Pep's situation. I'm not sure, but then again, I'm not Pep, so I'm not sure how he's looking at this necessarily.
All right. I like that. And so I would love to see Ake in our next match. Because yeah, he's gonna need to get a little more match fit. I did say that I wouldn't mind them holding it out, but yeah, he does need to get some running. There's like I could see Walker getting the rest, or maybe Akanji, because I guess Akanji has more minutes on him than Walker does at this moment. So I could see him maybe sitting Akanji, letting him get some rest. But also, like, who do you then put in? Because like, is he gonna take out Akanji and then put in Stones or put in Diaz? I don't think so. So it's like, how much change will he do with this team that isn't just like absolutely insane? How's the energy at the bar, Sharky?
It's packed, man. People are here. People are excited. They just let us in like 2 minutes ago. So, you got to come in and take your turn. But people are ready to celebrate it. I think they're going to make a lot of money. It's going to be a big Sunday.
Mm. All right, so last call to people. It's funny, I had some people on this list and they dropped out, so sucks for them. I did see someone hopped in. They have a Man City fan 608. If you scroll down to the bottom of this screen, it says register below for a chance to win a Man City scarf. You need to register real quick. So if you do that, I'll give you a moment. We still technically have a couple minutes. I'm gotta adjust this spinner. Okay.
So based off of this heavily rotated squad and this junk ball lineup because of injuries that Chelsea is starting, does this change your score prediction from what you had when we recorded earlier in the week? Because I think I said 3-0, but I'm gonna change that to 2-1 in just because these players haven't played as much. But that doesn't necessarily mean that there's not quality on the pitch. I think that you look at our starting 11 is like that's a quality side right there. Like we could do some damage with that side alone. So I'm gonna go 2-1 as far as my prediction for this match.
This is the backup squad that could win the Premier League team that everybody's complaining about. That's what this squad is.
I believe the squad is officially 8 changes, right? Like it's just Walker and Akanji. We're really inside 9. Like that's the depth of the squad. It's still top class. I may not give a clean sheet, but I like that back there a lot. I don't know. You know what I'll do? I'll say City win 3-0. I bet City win. I bet over 2.5 goals on the City win. So 3-0 feels good.
Yeah, and I said 6, so I definitely got to reel that back. Ortega's a great shot stopper, and he's been fantastic. He's been the one who's been kind of kicking Ederson's butt, and recently with the clean sheets. So I do think he's going to do that, and I would like to see more than 2 goals. So I will go with 3-0. I like 3-0. Or if they get a goal, I could see a 4-1 because we're just like, nah, bro, you ain't doing this. You're not scoring on us. All right.
Yeah, that's a really good point because Ortega has not let in a goal in any match that he has started. So, and like usually this has probably been about the defense that's been ahead of him. So, yeah, this can be interesting.
I like it, man. It's gonna be fun. We're gonna control the ball. Tucker's gonna have to try to press out. You know what we do. Like because if they do it, we play through them. If they sit back, we cut them up. I like that. The Steele and Alvarez goal is definitely like a pre-order for what's to happen today. I'm excited.
This looked a lot better when he did it. I don't know why. Oh well. All right, let's go. Let me check to see if anybody hopped in. Okay, so
Way to go, STMC.
Saint Mick. Saint Mick. Any relations to Saint Mick? Sorry, that's why people don't like me for things just like that. So STMC, if you don't, uh, follow the pod on Twitter, Shades of Blue US, and DM us and just be like, hey, all I need is like general mailing address information, and I will relay that information to FanFest Live, and we will get that sent out to you. So,
And if Twitter doesn't work for you, it's the same on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Twitch, any of those. Reach out to us so that we can get you your wonderful scarf, and we appreciate you hopping in with us on this FanFest Live.
It's been a beautiful day, y'all. Champion.
Yeah, let's do this. Let's celebrate as champions. We're here
So
already.
nice we did it thrice.
All right. Well, let's go, City. Appreciate you, Podmates, hopping on and spending time with me this morning. Let's go,
Of
City.
course. Come on,
All right,
City.
let's get it. 3 for the 3 feet.